Hey, good evening, LinkedIn. Dave Wilson, Results Staffing. Got a quick show for you tonight. What a great day in the world of staffing. We're going to talk about it. Be right back. You got to love that, don't you? It's just like you're in the movies. I always say that, but sorry, I have my head down today. It's been a long day, and I just wanted to talk about staffing and what I've seen today and all this week. And it's Friday, ready for the weekend. I wanted to talk about job boards. I saw a couple ads today, and it just I had a phone call and an email from one of the job boards that I utilize. They know who they are. They're going to watch this, and I was so irritated because I got 7 applications in a whole week. 7. They can say all they want. I called them and said, hey, you're fired. I don't want them anymore. But it comes up on the thing to where, hey, they send that great email, and it doesn't matter to them. They just work there. That they send you to collections. And, I'm still debating, you get irritated that you want to give the money to the attorney to say, hey, that they're useless. Hey there, Steve. You always tune in on the wrong days, man, but it's good to see you, man. So I even called them, and they did give me a break during the COVID, but they're useless. The job board, they're useless. 7 friggin' applications in a week. And I even told them, I said, your supply and demand reports are horrible anymore. It's the same number. They had nothing to say. And again, they're good employees. They just work for a horrible company. That's useless. I'm sorry, they are. You pay all that money to post a job, and you get freaking nothing. Nothing. Social media now, on the other hand, that's why I said I can't wait till it's over. In January, like I said, either goes to the attorney to get out of the contract. Who do you pay? And then you got to worry about being that on your credit report because you didn't pay your bill. But you want to say it's because you want to fire a company that hasn't performed for you. You can't fire them because they'll send you to collections. And then you got to fight it then. So it's just useless. And what I wanted to talk to about that is, with the website that I have now and utilizing Ducking Owl, I learned today on social media or yesterday we did the ad. So all my jobs are, get this, one click. You can go to resultsstaff.com, one click. It might not be end for a while. 2021 is very blurry. That's true, Thurston. But it's a one-click application on my job boards, on my website. So this is what we're doing. Now, it'll cost you $1,000. How's that? $1,000. You want to drive that traffic to your website. Hell with the job boards. Just hear this out, because you can check it out on my website. Jobs tab, one click. Click on the job that you like, right? Upload your resume, your name, and cell phone. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. You're done. Until we reach out to you. If we want to interview you or do a talent screen video resume, or even reach out for you for a job, because that's all you did. One click. So think about taking all that money. That's why I can't wait. I talk about money, but when it's your own. So when you can take $800 to $1,000 in a month and put that into social media to promote the jobs, because Steve, I found out tonight, I have an ad running. Now, this was a different guy that I spoke with. So a short ad, hey, jobs now, hurry up, whatever was the last thing he made me cap, real short and sweet. We put the URL. Hey, Bob, I got to return your call, Bob. So, Steve, you put the URL of the job page, just that. So when the person sees the ad, and it can be for any job, they just click it, right? And it goes right to the job tab of the website. Right to you. Hey, Tracy, how you doing? Right to you it goes to. There's Miss Tracy. Long story with this young lady from high school, and that's another story. Hey, Bob, I'll give you a call. But she's a good person. But think about it. You can take all that money, and we have the ad going right now anywhere. It could be anywhere in the United States. It's running. They click on it. It goes right to me. That's it. So can you imagine if you're in a branch, and I know it, I did it. If you're in a branch with 5 recruiters, and let's just say you're $8,000 a month to $10,000 a month for your Indeed, right? How many of them do you even look at? You don't look at many. So what I did today was I applied at 6 companies. So if you did get my application, hey, you want to hire me? I mean, I'll take it. But I wanted to see. So I clicked through. It took me 35 minutes to get through one application. One of them, oh, the hell with that, man. It took me from 3-4 different spots. And then it was asking me so many questions. I was, you got to be kidding me just to get a job. I look at all of them. Well, good for you. Wise. She looks at them all. So you need employees. Yes, you need employees. I can get the employees. That's not the issue. What the issue is, I'm talking about that job board. I hate them. So when you can take that money and drive them to your website, so you don't need to utilize that career board anymore. Job Indeed. You don't. If you just say to yourself, you know what? I am going to take $5,000. I am going to take our whole monthly budget and put it into social media. Put it into social media and blow that website up. One click, there's your job. And then you're going to see how easy it is, how many people come up on your portal. Now you're going to see their resume. And if you want to do a video screening, we'll send that to you also. So think about that. One click, that's it. You go on that career builder and all that other garbage. All it is, I'm sorry, I'm just irritated about it because you spend all that friggin' money and you get friggin' seven applications. And they know I'm pissed off. I'm just irritated about it. And again, they're nice people, but they work for a crappy company. So the end of the month, POA is over for now, unless Congress tonight comes back with everything and they're going to go ahead and extend unemployment benefits. Who knows what's going on? So you really need to get out there and find your jobs. You need to start now because the first quarter is coming. Excuse me. The first quarter is where they're going to start hiring more jobs. That's usually when it starts because all the companies get their money. So, but you got to do your homework now. You have to start applying for jobs now. I hear it. There's no jobs. Yes, there is jobs. There are jobs out there. Oh, Tracy. Oh, don't be pissed. No, I'm sorry. It's tit for tat. There are jobs out there. Don't be afraid. They're not going to come to you. Those jobs are not going to come to you. You got to go to them. So you got to start thinking of different things. Listen, I get their resumes or emails. I get the phone numbers. Call them. Hey, you're hiring. Do everything you can to get that job. That's all you got to do. And when you do that, let the recruiters say your name of the company. Oh, I wanted to start. Oh, look, start now. We're all about getting your money. That's what they are in the business to do. Glad you're calling me. Yeah, they're useless. And, and I'm going to talk with them tomorrow. They told me they were supposed to have somebody call me today, or today's Friday, go figure that, and tell me that the salesperson. I said, what are you going to tell me when I got 7 applications? Or what are you going to tell me when I post? I told them the supply and demand report, I really liked it, right? But why does it say the same thing for the last month and a half? The same thing. So I stopped posting it because there's no sense of posting it if it's the same friggin' numbers. That's what I said. The numbers have not changed. So why would I post a supply and demand report that I'm paying for that's useless? Totally useless. It's just full of it. Just throw it out the friggin' door. So that's enough bent on that. But you're paying for a service, so you should be able to fire them. You're fired. That's it. Get out. You know what? Get out of that freaking contract and don't threaten me with an email saying, we're going to take you to collections. Jesus, God, I've heard that all my life. But another thing that you want to be able to start doing, please, you need to start letting the staffing companies say your company's name. You have to start calling your names. Right, Bob? I'm sorry, Thurston, correct. They don't care. It's your money. But you also need to be able to say, stop that confidential. So I know the confidential on the jobs are because you don't want to know that somebody's getting fired and they're not putting that on there. We all know that. Confidential. We don't want to put that on there. Manage the person out. You're going to get rid of them without them knowing. They probably got 10, 15 years with the company. You're going to get rid of them. You're going to post a job behind their back. And then you're going to call a hired person. They're going to walk in. You're going to say, oh, no, they're just here for something else. And you're going to fire them. So that's just the way it is. It's reality. But when I would love to be able to say the name of the company that I'm advertising for. Listen, and this is what I love about Nestle Waters. Listen, Chris is a great guy, but I would love to be able to stand out there and say, hey, everybody, this is Dave Wilson of Results Staffing. Guess what? I'm over here at Nestle Waters in Brenningsville for a forklift driver, pays $23 an hour, full-time, no temp service, guaranteed benefits. We all need friggin' water because we drink, so you know you're not going to get laid off. So if you're walking down the street down at the 5 or 6 companies on Nestle Way, because this is going out on all 7 platforms, Nestle Way, and you're only making $14 an hour, why don't you come over here? Come on over here and make $23 an hour at Nestle Way, at Nestle Waters. That is what you need to say. Not just, this is what you get all the time. Hey, pay is $18 an hour. Steel toes shoes. Paid training. Now that's friggin' nice. They're going to pay you to train you. All right. Paid training. No drug stress. No drug test. No background screening. And training is every other week. Now you tell me when you're applying for a job if that sounds interesting to you. Does it? I mean, wouldn't you rather say, and I know I'm going to get feedback on this because companies will say, well, we don't want them showing up at our door. Do you really believe people go to the job sites besides small companies? You know, they're the ones that allow you to come still. But big companies, you can't even get on through the security. You can't get on through there. You know, to get the gatekeeper and all that, there's another story, but you can't. You need to start allowing companies to say who you are unless you have something to hide. Or your company's just reviews are horrible, but who cares? If you don't like me, you don't watch me. So, I mean, if you don't like someone else, you don't watch them if you don't like them. So what? But that doesn't mean they're a bad company. I'm going to give you an example of it today of a company. Great company. And let me tell you, they didn't even put the hourly rate on the page. I'm going to tell you why, because they offer an attendance bonus that's fabulous, blow you out of the water. Let me tell you, just for going to work. Yeah, you go to work, you get paid. And if you don't miss work, you get paid again. Benefits, top-notch benefits, right? You know, great time off, vacation time, 401k, 6% matching, and it goes on and on and on. Oh, but let's see, the jobs might be even fictitious. They're juggernauts. It's like fighting Ford Company or Amazon. Correct. But, you know, the job is there if you say your name. So just let them say it. You know, I always use Coca-Cola and Pepsi as an example, right? If I was at Coca-Cola and I had a job, I would not and if I had to use the staffing company, I'd let them utilize that. I'd let them say, hey, Coca-Cola's hiring. Man, you get people just going crazy because that's where they want to work. So to me, it doesn't matter about the company, but it's not always about the hourly rate. It's what they offer, because you can get a great hourly rate at $18, $19, $20 an hour, 25 in logistics, but have crappy benefits and have just horrible 401k, no time off. Or you can go to a company that's $3 to $4 less an hour and showcase the company. Showcase that company of what you want to do. Showcase them what you have. Because it's not always, listen, I hear it all the time, it's not always about the money. Because if you can have a family life and family style, you know, everything, you have everything you need for schooling, the way kids are. They allow you to take work from home maybe 1-2 days a week. Sell that. Sell what your company offers, not just the hourly rate. It doesn't make sense to say, hey, $25 in a short little paragraph. Sell them what you have, and you're going to be doing a lot better off. So, and the other thing is, like I told you, is, oh, 1 second. Oh, I got that. Job boards. Oh, hiring managers, human resources. Last thing, I promise. I would not want to be a human resource manager or hiring manager right now. You know, I can imagine that how they want to change. And why I say this respectively is, listen, they get called every day for a sales company like myself to saying, oh, we could promise you staffing, you know, and you really want to help people, because that's what I like to do, is help you find candidates for your jobs. And then you get people saying, no, we're doing okay. Really? You get 200 people short. That's doing okay. Listen, not all companies, staffing companies, are bad. They're not. If you want to say bad, if you want to say, you know, they don't care, there is some out there that really are good companies that really want to help your company provide you candidates, and you can really work as a team. But HR people should not be in staffing. HR, human resources, should be human resource managers. They need to be going out on the floor. They need to be talking to the candidates, employees. They need to be going out every morning like it used to be. The only time I ever got called HR was when you're either going to get fired or you're getting written up. Let's go back to that. Go back to just calling in HR, just write them up. That's it. But HR, but you know, in sales, oh, do you know their email? Come on. They're bombarded probably with about 15 emails a day about staffing. And they do want to change. Even the hiring managers, I can hear it in their voices. They know in corporate, and this can be in the staffing company, they know the changes that need to be. So if I was in that VP management role right there, if I was a CEO, and then I'd get rid of them, fire them, get rid of them, out. Because they're the ones that should be making the changes. You know the changes that has to be done. Companies know what has to be done to get candidates. They do, but they don't want to do it. See, Bob, Thurston, you're right. You know, HR is for trouble employees. Thank you. It's common sense. They're not doing contracts for you. For God's sake, it's like, who are you going to see? You got to go now. You're going to meet with the HR to do the contract and proposal to a contract. Then you got to go to them. You might as well say they're going to be doing safety soon. Then they got to worry about, they go in Monday mornings and from the weekend, nobody shows up, just like this weekend here, the last holiday week. Peak season's not going to end. Peak season is going to go into January over, because if you look on Amazon right now, some of the stuff right now says it won't arrive till after Christmas. They don't have the inventory. Why? Because they're short candidates and they're short employees. So leave HR out of the picture. Put something for anybody that's a VP, you know, in corporate or in a staffing. Change it. Change now. Change to where you can get that candidate from point A all the way to the finish line without even touching them, without even handing the paper to them. Because that's what we can do. If you utilize the tools properly, if you go from point A, video screening, videoing, having a video of the company, let them see what's going on behind you, see what the job is, and then do the hiring process right online. You can do it with your hiring manager, and you can put 6 people on a platform and do your orientations. Because what it's going to do is going to save you money, because when they come that next day, when they don't show up, you're going to be like, what happened? That's what I mean, that you need to work outside. You know, good points. Thank you. But make that change. You're not, I heard it in a lady's voice today. She wants to hire us. She really does. Because we think of new ideas. I don't care what people say. You got to change. You got to do something freaking different to stand out there and get people to want to work for you. You know, even look at all the restaurants and all the people. They're all great candidates. You know, servers and everybody, customer service. They are so well trained in customer service that I would be utilizing that. Ones that have lost their job, waitresses, because then you get people saying they're not qualified. Yes, they are. Customer service. They put up with everybody. So they're really good. I would capture into that. I would take them and I would put them and train them and take them to a company. If I got 4 or 5 young ladies or candidates that are seeking a job, right? Oh, I'll tell you what, in sales, would they be good? But no, they don't have the experience. You're not going to find, let me just put you right here, right now. I do not care if there's anyone out there that checks their insights every day as much as I do. I don't care. The candidates are there. You have to fight for each candidate. You got to show them what you can do. You got to trust them. And you got to sit there and start training process now within the companies. Not having a master's and bachelor's, and which nothing wrong with that. You're not going to have to pay for it soon. It's all going to be free. But on that note, utilize this time to train people. Set up a training program. Everybody says, well, it's too expensive. Oh, come on. That's not expensive. What's it costing you not having 12, 15, 20, 30, 200 employees? What's it costing you? I would like to really know what it costs you right now. You know, look, I had so many interviews and a recruiter never said one good attribute about their company. See, that's what I'm saying. You know, and I was a cook for 14 years. Customer had been my whole life. Yes, they're the things that I would love to capitalize on. That's why I tell them to go to my website, apply, because we can try to skill market you when somebody says, but it's our job to sell them to you, to the companies. And again, listen, I'm just venting tonight because if there's anybody out there, I got tired today of watching some of these postings of, hey, you feeling good, or do this, go that, and, you know, Jesus, I'm healthy. Are you happy? No. If you want to be honest, do you know what you're doing today? No. Jesus. You know, I mean, LinkedIn is here for ideas. LinkedIn is professional services while I'm on here. And this is also going out to social media pages. But LinkedIn is a page for leaders. LinkedIn is a page that you should be able to put ideas and meet colleagues to come up with a team. You don't have to see them anymore. You don't have to see anybody anymore. I got a lot of great colleagues that have helped myself. But think about it. This is the platform ideas, not all this stuff. Hey, we're going to change the world. I'm self-employed now. I've never been more free. That's correct. And, you know, I know what you're feeling like too. It's a good feeling. But just take a chance, make some changes, and just say, you know, you have something to blame it on right now. And I'm going to get going here. It's late. You have an excuse. You have COVID. Use the COVID for the next year. Oh, it's because of COVID. But go into talk to your managers about ideas. Talk to your employees about ideas. You'd be surprised what they will teach you if you just ask them. Some of them really want to tell you what to do, but they're afraid because they're afraid that, hey, you're going to get fired, you're going to write them up. No, if you say respectively, if you're in a role that's in a leadership role or trying to work yourself way up, tell them what could help. Show them your value of what you can do. And then you're going to be able to help them. Because I have to listen. I was always told I don't listen. Just takes a while. But think about it. Just listen to your employees, sell what you have about yourself, and I think you do pretty good. So on that note, everybody, thanks everybody, Thurston, Tracy, G, Steve, and it's been a long day. So we'll talk to everybody soon. Thanks. And we are ending it now.